Hi family, this is Mo with Moya Body Care and Colon Hydrotherapy, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist that practices the art of internal detoxification through the use of colon hydrotherapy herbs and natural living. And today's conversation with your favorite colon hydrotherapist is all about, we're going to talk a little bit about iridology, and we're going to talk about specifically the brown eye and what you need if you have a brown eye to be healthy, right? So we're only talking about the brown eye. And if you don't know, I am a colon hydrotherapist, but I also offer iridology. And if you don't know what iridology is the science of looking at your eyes to see if there are any imbalances in your organs or your organ systems. So with iridology, it does not teach you or tell you that you have a disease or an illness or anything along those lines. But what iridology does do, it helps us to prompt certain questions to ask in regards to your health. So let's say, for instance, if I see like a small pigment around your eye, let's say, you know, on your left eye, and there's a small pigment, let's say on your, and I'll show it to you, your iridology. Let's say we have a small pigment like right about here in your eye. Well, this is right on your lower breast, your lower chest area. And so just a question that I would ask you is, do you have shortness of breath? Or have you experienced shortness of breath? Or do you, have you had a mammogram lately? And if you had a mammogram lately, what was the outcome? Or do you find that your breasts are really tender around your menstrual cycle? You see where I'm going with this? So it helps you to understand what's going on with your body, because your body is always telling you exactly what's going on. The problem is that we have not been taught how to read those signs and how to respond to those signs and what to do to bring those organs back into alignment, right? We've been taught that if anything is out of alignment, you immediately go to the doctor, or you drink some Alka-Seltzer, or put some Vicks Salve on your throat and keep it pushing, right? I know everybody has been told that. Well, now, with everything that's going on, and even before then, you should want to know the basics of what to do for your body. So in regards to this conversation today, we are only talking about individuals with brown eyes. We're not talking about hazel eyes, blue eyes, light brown, or not light brown eyes, but mixed eyes. We're not talking about those eyes. We're only talking about individuals who have brown eyes like myself. Okay? So just an FYI, brown eyes in the iridology world are called hematogenic eyes. Hematogenic eyes, okay? So I want to go over a couple of things in regards to this eye. So everybody has characteristics, everybody has tendencies that will lead towards, you know, this health, or will lean you towards this health. Now, this is general. This is not saying that all brown-eyed people will experience this or have this. It is general. We have a tendency to lean towards this. It doesn't mean that you have it, okay? I want to be very clear with that. And I want to be very clear with also that I'm not a doctor. So this is just general information, which is rare that I give you general information, but this is where we're going with it, okay? So some of the characteristics of, the tendencies that brown-eyed people may experience are these. It's a couple, so hear me out. Imbalances of blood composition. Our blood tends to be a whole lot thicker because we have a little bit more melanin in our system, hence the reason why our eyes are brown and why our skin is a beautiful color of brown, or a beautiful hue of brown, right? So your blood is going to be a little thicker than normal. Hence the reason why it's so important for brown-eyed people to drink plenty of water, fresh spring water. It's very important because we have a tendency to lean towards blood challenges, blood issues, etc., etc. Our blood tends to congeal more so than somebody with a a blue eye or a mixed eye. Okay. The next thing, inability to store essential minerals. So I sell minerals in my office, and I'm always sharing with clients, especially those that have brown eyes, that we tend to have a little bit more digestive upset than anybody else. So it's very important that you understand minerals and the benefits of minerals. I'm not going to go into each particular one like directly. I probably would do another video on the outside of that to go deeper into understanding what essential minerals are and why you need it. But definitely you want to work on your bloodstream, keep your blood water-based as much as, or liquid and easy as much as possible by drinking plenty of water. The second thing is your minerals. You need to replace your essential minerals. The best way to do that is just to use ionic minerals. You just put it in your water and actually tastes like a berry punch, if you will. I have the berry flavor. Yeah, actually this is acai berry. I like this one. We normally have constriction or hardening of our lymph tissues. So your lymph system runs parallel with your bloodstream. Your bloodstream has two jobs. The first job is to send nutrients to all of your organs or your organ systems in the body. And then the second job of the blood is to pick up trash and debris out of our organs and our organ systems, and then it dumps it into the lymphatic system. Now, the lymphatic system is only going to move if you move. Most people with brown eyes have very sedentary lifestyles, meaning that they don't move on a regular basis. They like to sit in, or just sit in general and not be active. So the best thing for people with brown eyes is movement, breathing, getting your heart rate moving, sitting in the sauna, sitting in hot water, taking baths a lot, allowing the body to release the fluid that is going through the lymph system, right? This could also tell or be a reason why most women who are of Black or brown descent have an increase in fibroid cysts and tumors, because that lymph stuff congeals and it comes to a head, because we have a predisposition and the tendency for our cells to do that. But if you know that you're predispositioned to be that way, you know the things to do to remove it or to reverse it or to not go that way, which is what I'm telling you right now, if that makes sense. People with brown eyes also have a little bit more disturbances in their digestive system. We normally have issues with eliminating for whatever reason it may be, right? So our colon is normally backed up. We're normally bloated, distended, gassy, etc., which I highly recommend that you start taking herbs like peppermint tea or peppermint leaf or chamomile. Drinking plain warm water or room temperature water helps. Eating foods that are more plant-based in nature versus carbohydrates like rice, bread, potatoes, things like that. Most brown-eyed people tend to eat a little denser when it comes to food. We need to do the opposite. We need to eat more plant-based and keep our internal organs moving more freely, right? Because we have a tendency to congeal, get constricted, and get constipated, right? Keyword is tendency. Doesn't mean that everybody who has brown eyes have it, but we have a predisposition to lean that way. We also have challenges with being anemic. A lot of women of color who come in to see me, I find, are anemic for whatever reason. A very easy way to reverse that is to take blackstrap molasses. Very, very simple. You can get blackstrap molasses from any store, health food store or grocery store. You just need to dip the tip of your spoon in the blackstrap molasses, put that in the mug, put the spoon in the mug, and then pour hot water on it, stir it up and drink it as a tea. Do that every day. Your anemia will be gone, right? Share this with any other woman who you may feel may be anemic as well. We also have a tendency to have glandular disorders. So we're talking about disorders of our thyroid, our adrenal, our pituitary, our pancreas, our thymus, our gonads, our ovaries, etc., etc. You see where I'm going with this? Fibroid cysts and tumors. So again, you want to flush your body with plain warm spring water. That is going to dilute your bloodstream. You want to get some movement in your body. So you want to do some yoga, do some deep breathing, stairs, treadmill, etc., etc. You definitely want to sit in the sauna. You want to get the lymphatic system moving and pumping, right? Lymphatic massages are also a beautiful thing for people with brown eyes. Also, too, we tend to have inefficiencies with like our liver, our gallbladder, our spleen. Those organs tend to be a little bit more sluggish than not. And then you have to think about the foods that you're eating, because your liver, spleen, gallbladder is what's helping you process the food. So if you're eating foods that are more dense in nature, you are going to run your liver, gallbladder, and spleen into the ground. People with brown eyes have issues with our liver, gallbladder, and spleen, or excuse me, have tendencies to might have issues with their liver, gallbladder, or spleen. So you see where I'm going with this, how it's all connected? I want to give you some things that will help, or some suggestions that will help reverse this, right? You want to always support the bloodstream. Always support the bloodstream. You support the bloodstream by drinking plenty of water, right? You want to drink raw vegetable juices on a consistent daily basis. At least one raw juice every day. Use foods high in fiber. Don't eat processed food. Avoid fried foods, heated oils, and junk food, specifically for people with brown eyes. We tend to do the opposite. We tend to eat a lot of that crap. You want to change that around. You don't want to do that anymore. You want to avoid drinking ice cold beverages. I know. I do adore a glass of cool water from time to time, but honestly, it's not the best thing for people with brown eyes. It's really not. It actually affects your stomach, and it creates a very hostile environment for your stomach. And so your stomach is working overtime just to process the food, because we want to drink cold water. Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to avoid drinking with meals if you can. Eat a diet rich in live enzymes. If you're not really wanting to do this, at least you got to follow a plant-based diet. If you follow a plant-based diet, then you won't need the minerals that I sell here. But most people don't eat a plant-based diet. So however you want to work it, figure it out. But that's definitely the route that you want to go. You want to use Parte Arco and red clover herbs. Those are the best herbs that you can use for a person with brown eyes. Chlorophyll. You guys know I am always talking about some chlorophyll. And let me just show you chlorophyll. Okay. This is chlorophyll. I sell it here in my office. You can get it at any health food store. The one that I use comes from Nature Sunshine. As you know, Nature Sunshine is not a, you can't get Nature Sunshine everywhere. It's actually a multi-level marketing business, but that product, I have to say, hands down, is the best liquid chlorophyll I've found in a long, long time. You also want to use herbs like mullein, echinacea. Celery juice is fabulous and awesome. I can't say enough about all of those three things. And then, of course, get a lot of minerals and liquid trace minerals in your body if you can. Let me see what else I want to say to you. Oh, and if you want to follow like 4 to 5 things that you want to do every day, right? These are things that you want to do. Take a multivitamin, take a multi-mineral, choose one essential fatty acid, which could be coconut oil, and you can put coconut oil on everything that you eat. Find a superfood that you really, really like. I completely adore Dr. Schultz Superfood. He's in Marina Del Rey. You can order on his website. I absolutely adore that superfoods. And then you want to take an herbal laxative. Your herbal laxative can be something as simple as adding aloe vera juice to your water. Or you can take an herbal laxative like CKLS, Sagrada, Sakara Sagrada. What else? Yeah, I would just keep it light. Keep it light. So with that being said, I just want to touch base on brown eyes and what you can do for your health if you have brown eyes, okay? I'm going to be dropping a little bit more information about iridology reading. As you may know, I just purchased an iridology camera, so I'm going to be doing a whole lot more iridology readings and going deeper into that and really focusing on the colon and the stomach itself. Really understanding how to move you from being ill to being well through the use of colon hydrotherapy, herbs, and natural living. So with that being said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is 562-682-0818. My name is Mo, and I am your favorite colon hydrotherapist. Feel free to reach out through my website as well. My website is Moya, M-O-Y-A, bodycare.com. And my private office is located in Torrance, California. Until then, be blessed. Mucho besos. And I will see you on the other side.